Shalom Akim. First and foremost, and give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rachal Kudash. Double honors on the elders, apostles, great millstone, the elders, great millstone, inner course. Peace and blessings under the hopeful elect. That sincere servants of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, serve him in truth and sincerity. Yes, on the brother Chayaba from ZMS Plaintables camp. Coming back with another lesson through the spirit. Yeah, and this lesson be based off of this article from nationalnews.com. This article is entitled, Conspiracy Unveiled, How Technocracy Threatens Freedom and Liberty. And obviously that's what we're moving into. It's pretty much Trump, new president coming in office, where he set up his various people that are going to be right below him. And what he made Elon Musk to be one of those people. It says the concept of the NWO is a technocracy described as a movement to centralize global power under a single authority. Often dismissed as a C theory. You see the word right there. It says the NWO advocates for a global government that would replace national sovereignty and it says and individual liberties with rule by technical experts and elite decision makers. As seen in the United Nations founding principles, technocracy's reliance on fear-mongering, like during the C-19 emic, is used to justify increased restrictions on individual freedoms and the erosion of democratic norms. The ultimate goal of the NWO is the creation of a one-world government, with historical examples like NAFTA and the EU seen as steps towards this vision. It says the rise of technocracy represents a significant threat to individual freedom and national sovereignty, emphasizing the need for vigilance and resistance to defend democratic principles. Yeah, hey, that's exactly what the world is heading to with Esau Edom. The Edomites, so-called white man, what he's in rulership, he's running the earth, strong with the elite international bankers on down. What they control the world. This is what they want. They want there to be, as it says, an NWO, which is a one world government. And what is going to be the type of rulership? It's going to be a technocracy. It says in recent years, the term C theory has become a staple of public discourse, often used to dismiss those who question the motives of powerful institutions. But what if the so-called C is not a theory at all, but a well-documented movement to centralize power under a single global authority? This movement, often referred to as the New World, the NWO, is driven by a philosophy called technocracy, a system of governance where experts, scientists, and technicians rule, bypassing democratic processes and individual freedoms. Hey, and there you have it. And obviously Elon Musk, he's at the top now, where pretty much what he says, that's pretty much what he says is important, or is looked to as, something that everybody needs to follow. Bill Gates, and even though these guys are taking orders, again, is with these people being at the top and being at the forefront, it shows you who they want you to listen to. It says the NWO is not a new concept. For over a century, a coalition of, intellectuals, industrialists and globalists have sought to create a single world government to address global issues like overpopulation, environmental degradation, and trade imbalances, while proponents argue that such a system would bring peace and stability. Critics warn that it will come at the cost of national sovereignty and individual liberty. It says the United Nations, for example, was founded on the principle of ending war by ending nations. Its world constitution explicitly states the age of nations must end. The governments of the nations had decided to order their separate sovereignties into one government to which they will surrender their arms. This vision of a global government, while appealing to some, raises alarming questions about the erosion of national autonomy and the rights of individual citizens. Hey, and there you have it, man. And hey, that's what they want to move towards, which is against what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua said of the world that English call God and Jesus. The Heavenly Father, the Heavenly Father's name, according to ancient Paleo-Hebrew, being Yahweh, and His Son's name being Yahushai. Well, ultimately, they pointed the earth to have different nations. As the scriptures say, there's 18 different nations, biblical nations. And the Lord did not set it up where all nations are together and all nations are one. No, the Lord set it up so that nations are divided. For what? Esau being the devil, Edom being the devil, what? He's 100% against the Most High. What? He's going to try to unite all nations and try to make everybody into one. Everybody following after one order. That's what Esau wants. Again, showing you that this dude is sane because the Lord didn't intend it for it to be that way. When we get Genesis chapter 10 and 8, it says, and Cush begat Nimrod, and he began to be a mighty one in the earth. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord Yahweh. Wherefore it is said, even as Nimrod, the mighty hunter before the Lord Yahweh. It says, in the beginning of his kingdom was Babel, and Erech, and Akkad, and Kala, or it says Kalne, in the land of Shinar. Yeah, going on to chapter 11, it says, and the whole earth was of one language and of one speech, and it came to pass as they journeyed from the east that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. It says, and they said one to another, it says, let us make brick and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone, and slime had they for mortar. It says, and they said, let us build us a city and a tower, whose top may reach unto heaven, and let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth. It says, and Lord Yahweh came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men builded. It says, and Lord Yahweh said, behold, the people is one, and they have all, it says, and they have all one language. And they this, it says, and this they begin to do, and now nothing will be restrained from them, which they imagined to do. It says, let us go down there. It says, let us go down, and there confound the language that they understand. Like it says, that they may not understand another speech. It says, so Lord Yahweh scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of all the earth, and they left off to build the city. See? So, hey, this right here was, so pretty much you had the Tower of Babel. And what came to the point where everybody was of one, well, as I said right here, one language and one speech. And what? The Lord wasn't with that. The Lord wasn't with everybody, pretty much with all people being the same. All people being one. The Lord's not with that. So what did the Lord do? He scattered all people. And what? He divided up the tongues. He divided up the languages. So how much more for Esau coming down with this NWO, which he's going to try to make a one world government? Getting this in the NLT, it says, So this is Genesis chapter 11 and 6. It says, look, he said, or being sorry, verse 5 says, but the Lord Yahweh came down to look at the city and the tower the people were building. It says, look, he said, the people are united and they all speak the same language. After this, nothing they set out to do will be impossible for them. So it says, come, let's go down and confuse the people with different languages. They won't be able to understand each other. And that way, the Lord Yahweh scattered them all, it says, all over the world, and they stopped building the city. So it says, this is why the city was called Babel, because that is where the Lord Yahweh confused the people with different languages. And this way, he scattered them all over the world. See? So that's what the Lord wanted. And that's what the Lord wants. He doesn't want there to be a one-world government. So that Esau can... because ultimately, this so-called one-world government, it's not going to be that everybody's united and there's just a neutrality of power between all nations that unite. No, this is going to be Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the physical counterpart of Satan. Well, Esau, he's going to be the one running this government, and everybody else will be under him, under an illusion of a one-world government. So going back to this article, it says, it's a lot in this article, just want to get to the point. So it says, the ultimate goal of the technocratic movement is the creation of a one-world government where nations are reduced to mere regional entities under the control of a global authority. This vision is not confined to the realm of sea theories. It is supported by historical and contemporary evidence. See, so the nations will be reduced into mere regional entities under the control of a global authority. Yeah. It says the Club of Rome will... so it says the Club of Rome, a global think tank, has also proposed dividing the world into 10 economic and political regions to address global challenges. This vision of says regionalized world order, combined with the rise of digital technologies and AI, brings us closer to the realization of a technocratic global government. And there you have it. And this is what they want. The elites, again, the Edomites, this is what they want. And what? As it says in Ephesians chapter 6 and 12, it says, For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in the high places. Yeah, and these guys at the top, I'm talking about the very, very top. The ones who you don't see on the TV screen. The ones who are controlling Donald Trump and the government. Well, ultimately, the elite Edomites, the elite international bankers, and so on and so forth. But they're at the top, and these are the guys who you don't see. Well, they have pawns such as Elon Musk and Bill Gates and Donald Trump, and again, the people that you see day to day. Meanwhile, these guys are the ones pulling the strings. And when you go into it, these guys worship Satan. These guys do sacrifices to their god, to their god Satan. And this includes child sacrificing, human sacrificing. This is why millions of children go missing. I believe, if you look it up, so it says, how many children go missing let's say every year. So it says approximately 840,000 children are reported missing every year. And it says in the it says and the FBI estimates that between 85 and 90% of these are children. See? So almost 1 million children are reported missing each year. And there you have it, man. And we understand that there's a whole another world, with the elites and what they do and the sacrifices and the different rituals and all that they do. It's a whole another world, man, compared to the world that they try to set up for the masses. A world of lies and illusion while they're doing all this wickedness and evil behind the scenes. So that's why it says in Ephesians chapter 12, it says, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in the high places. Yeah, because again, these guys did this what they want. They want to be a technocracy. We're experts in pretty much people who are experts, scientists and experts within technology, experts on artificial intelligence. That's the new world that they're gonna bring, and ultimately, this new world will be ran off of what? Of course, as it says in Revelation chapter 13, we understand that there's going to be a mark of the beast that the beast is going to implement. Of course, the beast being the EU and the NATO, this is what they're going to implement. It says, Revelation chapter 13 to 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. It says that the image of the beast shall both speak, and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast shall be killed. The beast is the EU and the NATO, and the image of the beast represents their system. The new system that they're going to come with, the new new laws and the guidelines that they're going to come with, that's going to be the image, which is that's ultimately going to be the NWO. So that if you don't worship this new system that they're coming with, it says, and cause as many as will not worship the image of the beast shall be killed. So so they're going to seek to push you to death. They're going to seek to make you an outcast, and you won't be able to be part of it. But there's going to be certain things, again, so the whole entire society will be ran off of this NWO. It says, verse 16, and he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads. And in order for you to have access to this new society that they're coming with, you're going to have a mark. It says in the right hand or in their foreheads. And that's the temptation that they're going to use, or ultimately, and this pretty much this is going to be that key in order to the society. And they're going to mandate upon all people, to the point where if you don't have it, then you won't be able to be a part of society. It says in verse 17, and that no man might bar such, save he that had a mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So if you don't have this mark, which is mark, when you get it within the Greek, is the Greek word chragma, which goes into a physical stamp. And I'm not literally meaning a literal, a mail postal stamp. No, it's a stamp as a badge of servitude. When you get that word for mark within the Greek, It's a Greek word, charagma, which literally means a scratch or etching. It says, i.e. a stamp as a badge of servitude. Yes, so scratch or etching. Something that will be etched into the skin, which is the RFID implant. This is what they want to put in everybody's body. And what they're going to make it come to a point where if you don't buy, or slucky, you won't be able to buy or sell unless you have this mark. And unless you have this RFID implant, this chip. If you don't have this chip, then you won't be able to buy or sell. So, I mean, then you won't be able to do anything, man. Have a job, go to the store, buy food, buy water. Of course, within realms of the society, you won't be able to do any of that. So that's going to be a great temptation onto many, to the point where they're going to fold and take it. But as the scriptures say, the Lord is going to protect us from our temptation. When I say us, I'm referring unto what? The elect of the nation of Israel. And that's what, of course, us brothers and sisters out there hope to be a part of, the elect Israelites.
And there was also a guy who actually...
Yes, well, this is from the elder Yashawamba. Of course, the elder in Dallas. So, I was watching this video I wanted to play real quick.
Got the Neuralink implanted in his brain, who appeared in Joe Rogan's podcast, and he revealed to us on what it actually feels like in order to have this implanted in your...
Homie is stoned. Look at him. God damn.
Body, and what kind of changes it makes, and does it make you a superhuman or not? Just take a look at what this guy has to say.
I basically have an aimbot in my head.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, they'll probably have like different leagues for people like me, because it's just not fair.
Wait, do you have it? What? Aimbot, like in the video games, like you can just aim and then it just locks onto the target. Like he can do that stuff.
Wow, is it that accurate?
It's that accurate, and it's faster. One thing that I found with the nerve.
So basically, he's been upgraded. Okay, he the talking point around this, Neuralink is forming and merging man into gods. Okay, and this is the surface level of how they're presenting this technology. Okay.
Yeah, they're going to try to make it look cool and appealing onto the masses, onto gamers. Okay, it's going to make you superhuman. You'll be, like this guy said, you'll have aimbot. This is the type of, hooks and lures that they're going to use in order to pull people into this trap, which is taking that MOTB, the mark of the beast.
Something that kind of blew my mind too is that when I'm attempting to do stuff sometimes, or I'm thinking it to like move in a certain place, sometimes it's so good that it's moving before I even like think it to move.
What? Like if you want your hand to move, it's like gonna move before you even think. So does that mean like his response time is super, super high?
It's almost like if you think about moving your hand, the signal is basically already being sent before you move your hand.
Oh my God.
Like your mind is saying, okay, he's about to move his hand basically. So the signal needs to be sent all the way down and back up in order for you to move your hand. So the speed that all of that happens, and it's almost a little preemptive. I saw that with...
Oh my God, dude, this is so freaking dangerous. So he's basically a superhuman. And it seems like it's going to eliminate this possibility of there's no such thing called as muscle memory. So it's basically like you train your own body for like entire year in order to do a certain task, and your muscles are going to develop something called as muscle memory. So most of the boxers and athletes, they kind of have a lot of these muscle memories done. Even gamers, sometimes, if you're sniping in a game, you just keep aiming, and as soon as the target comes in, you're just firing at the target in the right exact second. So it's something that you just develop using muscle memory. But then with the Neuralink, it seems like you're just an aimbot, man. Stuff just happens on its own, and you never even know it's going to be that quick. That's freaking insane. And a lot of people are saying that the mark of beast is all about just having some chipset that's placed in your head or wrist and all that stuff. And this chip and all of this technology will be created by the guy named Antichrist that's described in the...
Well, it doesn't say it's going to be created by a guy named the Antichrist. It said the beast. All right, which the beast has to be identified, all right, by prophecy. Okay, when you deal with this beast system we read about in Revelation, the 13th chapter, okay, it is the revival of the fourth beast, which is Rome. Okay, and the nation of people associated with ruling this modern day Rome are the Edomites, which this modern day Rome is described as Babylon the Great. And one of the things that the scripture said Babylon the Great had in it, or in her, was the souls of men. You see? And they will boast. And as a matter of fact, let's get this here. Ezekiel, the 28th chapter. Because this basically makes them God. You know, this right here is some high level boasting, man. Okay. This is the book of Ezekiel 28:2. Son of man, say to the prince of Tyrus, which the modern day prince of Tyrus is Esau Edom. The prince of Tyrus at that time had waxed rich, you know, through his witchcraft and his traffic and his ability to, you know, manipulate money. Okay. It's an actual history tied to this particular ruler. But the modern day version of that, as that which is then is now, is Esau. Thus said the Lord God, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God, I sit in the seat of God in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man and not God, though thou set thine heart as the heart of God. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret they can hide from thee. And now with his AI, artificial intelligence, okay, he's able to predict the future. He's even able to upgrade humanity by miracles and left-hand means. Daniel was what? He was good with predicting the future. He was good at, you know, deciphering dreams. Now they're talking about using their technology, okay, to transfer the dream of one person, all right, to another.
Yeah, and hey, you know, they show you that in these different movies, like the movie Avatar. They showed you transferring pretty much, you know, your consciousness to pretty much another body. Like, you know, the humans, they, you know, for pretty much the people who are using the avatar bodies, what they transfer their bodies onto the avatar bodies, was showing you that that's where Esau wants to head to. And showing you the pride of Esau, man.
As a matter of fact, you think we just making this stuff up? Okay, let's go here. Okay, according to current research, a technology that directly transfers dreams from between people is not yet available, but researchers, all right, have developed a device called Dormio, which allows some level of dream manipulation by tracking sleep stages and delivering audio cues during the hypnotic state, potentially influence the direction of a person's dreams. Yeah, that's what I meant. Okay, I forget I did a video on it before. All right, but yeah, this Dormio system, all right, which again, this is boasting on the next level, man. That's why it says thou art wiser than Daniel, because of his technology. Okay, he's become ultimately, you know, a god on earth via left-hand means and technology. Okay, he's able to, you know, in his eyes, predict the future. And this is like a mocking to him as well, because as we read in Isaiah the 47th chapter, let's see if you're going to be able to use all of this witchcraft and all of this madness to get you out of what's coming for your ass. Because they know, according to the volume of the book, what's going to happen to them. You see? Let's go back here.
Yeah, and how about Simeon-Shah is coming back. The Heavenly Father Yahweh is going to send back his son Yahushua, what to destroy Esau and starting with the least, the toppest of the Edomites on to the lowest of the Edomites and the rest of the other nations. Well, he's coming back to deliver his people. They starting with the elect of the nation of Israel, the elect Israelites. The Lord's coming back, and what? The Lord's coming back in climax of World War III, while these other nations are shooting their nuclear missiles upon Babylon the Great, because the scriptures prophesy World War III, and how these other nations will make an alliance with one another to take down Babylon the Great. Well, Yahweh Shai is coming back to destroy Babylon the Great, or also to aid into destruction, because you're going to have these other nations shooting their weapons upon you, their nuclear weapons. And what? The Lord's going to make a deliverance for his elect. And the scriptures say how pretty much Esau is going to vomit up all these things that he's trying to accomplish. Basically paraphrasing, in Job, well, he's going to vomit it all up. What the NWO that he's trying to accomplish, he's going to vomit it all up. He's not going to be able to sit down to enjoy his NWO. Why? Because the Lord's coming back to completely demolish it. So this is Revelation chapter 3 and 10. It says, let's get this in the KJV now. So it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience. By the way, this is Yahweh Shai speaking, this red letter. It says, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. Yeah, keeping the word of the Lord's patience. Of course, that's enduring. That's us enduring onto within the truth unto the end. This is us doing the will of Yahweh Bashim Shai. This is us serving the Lord and doing what he said to do according to 100% truth and sincerity and according to what the scriptures say. That's us keeping the word of the Lord's patience, doing his will, doing what he said to do 100%. It says, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which will come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Yeah, so that's a reward for those who serve Yahweh Bashim Shai with 100% truth and sincerity. It says, I also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which will come upon all the world to try them to dwell upon the earth. Yeah, and this hour of temptation is going to be when Esau mandates that mark of the beast. And it's going to come upon everybody, man, this temptation. Because, hey, again, Esau is going to make it where it's going to be very difficult for you to live without it. You won't be able to buy or sell. First, they're going to come with you with these many temptations, man, like this guy in Neuralink. Oh, I've aimbot. Well, they're going to make it real so-called convenient. You're going to be able to have your Tesla, control your Tesla. You'll be, 2 miles away or some crazy stuff, and you'll be able to control your Tesla to drive to you. While you're at work, while you're at work or something, you can just summon you can just control your Tesla from your mind and put in a supercharger while you're at work or some crazy stuff. That just bringing out a random example. This is the type of signs and wonders that they're going to come with. Well, ultimately they're going to come with. Okay, you're not going to be able to buy or sell unless you have this mark. And it's going to come to a point where they're going to send out martial law. If you don't take it, they're going to push you to death, or throw you in a concentration camp and tempt you to take it by torture or whatever means. They're going to bring the guillotines, and hey, again, Esau's going to come down like a madman, sparing none. But the Lord's going to keep us from this hour of temptation. Why? Because the Lord's going to keep us, and I'm saying us because, again, we're part of the hopeful elect. This our hope. This is what we hope to be a part of. This is why we're laboring and doing what we do for Yahweh Bashim Shai. Well, the Lord's going to keep us fed, taken care of, keep us fed and taken care of. And protect us and preserve us and provide for us divine intervention. Brothers you're going to have certain brothers receiving spiritual power. Other brothers, angels will be delivering them. It's just, Yahweh Bashim Shai making way for his elect throughout these times. And this is our expectation, this is our hope. This is why we're doing what we do. It says, Revelation chapter 3 and 11, Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, and no man take thy crown. Yeah, see how Bashmi al-Shah is coming quickly, man, because if Esau kept on ruling, no flesh will be saved. If this devil kept on ruling, Esau, Edom, no flesh will be saved. It says, and that no man, Slaki, it says, that no man take thy crown. Yeah, so we're holding our fast, and it's going to get harder and harder. But guess what? Through spirit power, Yahweh Shemi al-Shai. But the Lord's going to have his servants endure unto the end. We're going to endure unto the end. And of course, that's our hope. We pray unto Yahweh Shemi al-Shai every day for that. Because again, no matter what, the elect will endure unto the end. Yeah, so I believe that's a point. Lord's will you blessed and edified. Yahweh Bashmi al-Shai, Bashmi Kakudash Brak and Thumb. Shalom.